Alright guys, this is Sir Raph once again, and I am touched to do this presentation because I have a passion for the youth. I have been working with the youth for a very long time, with students for a very long time, for over 2 decades, and I have this passion to see the youth and students succeed in life, and this is my excitement and my joy when I see students make the right choices and the right decisions that ultimately lead to success. And that is why Raph TV is all about, and that's what we would be doing. Today I want to share something that is very dear to my heart. It's something that I believe will be a blessing to somebody if you would really listen to these few words of mine and learn from my experience throughout the years. Now, a lot of the youth begin to ask themselves questions: what next after school? What next after school? And that's a multi-million-dollar question that a lot of students, as it were, when they are about to complete school, begin to ask themselves, what next after school? So, you school now, then you and a mayor, and I say, you school now, then. These are questions that we must begin to ask ourselves, and we must be able to provide the answer. So today, I'm sharing with you something very simple. What next after school? Now, it is important you realize that life is full of decisions. Whether you make those decisions or you don't make those decisions, the decisions, as it were, would have to be made. Your decision not to decide is a decision in itself. And so, it is important that you realize that you should not lose sight of the fact that you need to be guided to make those correct decisions so that you don't live a life of regret. There are a lot of people you see today, and you want to be like them. If you are a student, you want to be like them, and you have to ensure that you have made the correct decisions to be able to successfully become those people you envisage to be. So while making those correct decisions, so we'll succeed in life. And that is why decisions would have to be made. Now, at this point in time, it's a transition point. You are making a transition from senior high school to tertiary, a transition from senior high school to the world of work, a transition from senior high school to learning a trade, a transition from being a child to being a matured person. This is a very critical component or area of your life that you cannot lose sight of. And what's the information about making the correct decisions in life? Unfortunately, a lot of the youth, this is where they get the wrong information, and so it becomes disastrous for them in terms of the decisions that they make. Ultimately, the decisions will come to bite them. Today, I'm sharing with you personal experiences and things that have helped me in life. I have not made all correct decisions in my life. I've made wrong decisions and correct decisions. But I believe that with hindsight, you can learn from my experience and become a better person than I am. And that is my passion for you today. So I am starting this presentation with the kind of decisions that you'll be making after school. The first one will be career decisions. What do you want to be in future? I'm pretty sure by now you have started thinking what you want to be in future, even as you are writing your exams or preparing to exit school. You are asking yourself, what do I want to be in future? And so be a dream, may a doctor, may a lawyer, may a teacher, may a lecturer, may a engineer, may a way. A lot of decisions are going through your mind. How do you make those decisions? Because listen, you can eventually become what you wanted to be, but you will not be happy in life. And there are a lot of people who are lawyers, who are teachers, who are doctors, who are engineers, but they still feel they don't have fulfillment because they made the wrong career decision. So necessarily a career decision is not a decision that gives you money, but it's a decision of a work that gives you fulfillment in life. Now, how do you then make those decisions when it comes to career path? Now listen, in making a career path decision, you will need people with knowledge and information to guide you. Else, you will be misguided. Say na me person me tre. Ebia na o parents. Sabi omo nye obi omo won nimdie bebre. and now they are illiterate or semi-literate. And to be saying, dear Juma now, Pesa, we are maybe Kakrana or Nina or Bekandiatro, the little they know, lawyer, teacher, a judge, a lecturer, an engineer, Kakrani know him. But there are so many options available that when you talk to somebody who is well informed, he would listen to your passion, what makes you happy, what drives you, and that person would guide you to choose a career path. Guys, do you know that you can become just a blogger and make it big in life and you are happy and excited? Do you know that you can become an aeronautic engineer and become a happy person in life? Do you know you can become a researcher in life and become a very happy person? Do you know you can be a consultant and become? There are so many options. So the all make a sad decision. No, I also be sound who said, "Oninsanyoma we nina obetimi aboa wa making the correct decisions in life." And answer kakrebi na onina na odebe ma, which may limit you and limit the kind of decisions or the horizon where you are making your decision. It will limit you, and you will not make the best of decisions in life. So find somebody with the capacity and the information available to support and guide you to make the correct decision when it comes to what you want to be in future, your career path. I am not here to tell you you can be this, you can be that, or you can that, because I do not know your passion, I do not know your zeal, I do not know your enthusiasm, I do not know what drives you in life. And so it will be difficult to be able to say that out of a vacuum. Any good counselor would be able to listen to you first, hear you talk, express yourself, and after that, he will be able to find out what will be the best career path for you. Guys, you need to know this. Now, again, you are going to make decisions about lifestyles. Right after completing school, lifestyle decisions are going to be presented before you. What do I mean by lifestyle decisions? Listen, entertainment, social life, what you are going to, how you are going to spend your leisure time, what you are going to watch, what you are going to listen to, what you are going to be doing whilst you are at home, and all that comes together to form what I call lifestyle decisions. Around this time, if you are not very careful, people will define the kind of lifestyle decisions that you make. Eventually, they will have consequences. Because guys, whether you like it or not, there are going to be consequences for your decisions, and so you must be well informed to make those decisions. So for you to make lifestyle decisions, all those decisions are decisions. Some of you are going to be introduced to nightlife or going to nightclubs by friends. You may not have gone there before, but in defining lifestyle for you, if you are not very careful, people will introduce you into that kind of lifestyle, and then you form a habit out of it, and you cannot come out. So these are very critical things that you need people to guide you, so that you have the right people around you who are going to guide you to make the correct lifestyle decisions that will impact your life in the near future. Another thing that you are going to be making, or decision that you are going to be thinking about, is, should I work or go straight to school? And I think that when I completed school, that also confronted me. I asked myself, should I work, make some money, or straight away go to school? And a lot of students I know have really even bought awaiting forms, and the very moment the results are released, straight into school. But remember, these decisions are decisions that have pros and cons. Let me explain to you. If you decide to go straight to school, what you have done is that you have missed an opportunity to have a certain practical working experience, missed an opportunity to build your capacity in life, missed an opportunity to get to know life itself before and have some level of experience before going to school. That is the negatives of straight away moving to school. But the positives are that you have not wasted time. It's become like a straight, smooth path for you. But you have missed an opportunity to build some life experiences that would help you in your future. In future, you have mixed it. The one who decides to work and get some level of experience and make some little money is building his capacity, getting to know about life, getting to know experiences, learning more about people, learning more about the world of work before going straight to school. These are the experiences you'll be confronted with, and you will need to know. If you don't know, and you are thinking that, okay, so everybody is going to school, so straight away let me zoom into school. I have seen people who have no practical experience in life. All that they have done in their lifetime is school. They go for interviews, and then those who are doing the interview realizes that this person only knows about book and nothing but the book. No practical experiences in life, and no employer wants to employ such a person. At least beyond the book experience or beyond the knowledge in book, you should have practical experiences. Have you worked in different working environment that has endowed you with so much experience? Because now people who are looking for employees are not just looking for people who are intelligent, but they are, or who knows the theory. They are looking for people who have what we call life skills and will be able to demonstrate it, and that cannot be found in the book. That is another thing that you have to know, guys. Now, there are other things that you also must know. Choice of friends. Around this transition time, you must be very careful. The people you choose as your friends are going to define what you become in life. Because see, friends are critical aspect or component of every person's life. You cannot do without them. But the wrong friends will decide wrongly for you, will make you make the wrong choices. That will eventually come back to bite you. Make the correct choices of friends. If you don't know what friends are going to help you, simply just look at the values of your friends. What they like, what they don't like, what attracts them, what don't attract them, where they go, where they don't go, what they talk about, what they don't talk about. These are things that will help you to know where your friends are going before you follow them. Choice of friends will be very critical for you. Again, leisure decisions. Around this time, some people call it the gap moment. That gap where you are waiting to make a transition from senior high school to tertiary. And say, why are you very careful? Leisure decisions in your decisions say, free time. Are you going to make the most out of that free time and access that period or train up to school? So are you going to make the most out of it, or you are not going to make the most out of it? People are going to use their leisure time to be fooling around, and I say this without apology because I've seen a lot of people use their leisure time just for foolishness, and I've seen people who judiciously make use of their leisure time. I am not saying don't play. I'm not saying don't relax. I'm not saying don't have fun. Have fun, enjoy it. But even in the fun, learn something out of it. Even in the moment where you are enjoying yourself, learn something out of it. Make use of your leisure time. I have developed an attitude of watching movies, reading books, learning something on the net, and adding to my life. That's what I do. And I have ensured that it gives me excitement. So either I'm watching some series that I can learn something from, I'm reading some book that I can learn something from, and it has contributed positively to my life. I am not saying that everything about me is good. No. But I have learned so many things in life, and now I look back and I realize that I could have even done more if I had made the correct decisions. Make the correct leisure decisions. What other thing should you know? Now, it is important that every decision you make should not be influenced by friends. Guys, I've seen so many people make decisions because their friends directed them. Because they saw their friends do, they saw their friends go that direction, and that was the reason why they went in that particular direction. But see, if you allow your friends to influence your decisions, you will live a life of regret. Because what can work for Kweku will not work for Kwame. What can work for me may not work for you. And so, and me influence with this decision. And I say, will be influence with this decision now. Will make an answer. A beba as a baby abe counsel. So ensure that you are making independent decisions. Based on your experience, your background, based on where you are coming from, and guide you to make those decisions. Else, if you make the decisions because o friend as o person okoye adwuma we enti no so na wo so akoye bi o friend se sa course we no person oye enti no so wo person okoye bi o friend se sa de we no person oye enti wo so person oye bi a you will fail in life. Make the correct decisions when it comes to following or allowing your friends to decide for you. Now again, it is important, you know, in making the decision, you should know who you are, your background, your interest, and the resources available to you. See, you know, you're in Frebusia Chrome. So be an agent, say, oh, yeah, be a nebusia or free mono, obenya that push. Once all the one you have a quack or cancer in same, until you may need to decide, okay, near my main cough funny, say, we will be better diagonal, or the aqua could do. What the end there was offer the adjacent and the opposite side and sign out the aqua could, maybe I'll percent obey a medical doctor. But sikani niho until you may need to go and perhaps start from a certain direction of reading a health related course. Ebe buawa ma kakra wa build on it. Wakwa ye wo nursing. If you want wa try pursue a course and they will far direction. Eventually you end up still becoming what you wanted to be in the near future. And so ebi a the enter want to mean far direct angle and say what the no I was a washa wo kakra. I was a wa peti ka bi de bua ebi na sika ni fia wo de ni obi de kwa akobom akwa that particular course and answer all course a particular direction into no wo be fa a different direction akwa pe bibia ye na no sika ne ba wo de aboa wo ho na de push wo ho up to that particular limit. And this is another decision that you have to make in life. Another thing you have to know, guys, life is not a soap opera. And I mean, cause I say when your life in your movie, life and yes, we share soap opera. And the way things are so perfect and everything is written with a script, no. As a way, no about the succeeding. No, life is not a soap opera. Life is not a movie. You would have to go through difficulties, challenges, and so every decision you make, you must anticipate the challenges that is ahead, and be able to find how would I circumvent or go over that particular challenge. So you would give up. And so knowing that life is not a soap opera, it is not a perfect picture, life is not some equation that you just put some variables in and straight away the answer come out. No, life is not like that. Life is real. The reality of life confronts you. The reality of the nation you live in confronts you. The reality of the family and the background you come from confronts you. So have that in mind, and every decision you make, ensure that you have factored that in, and you know that the challenges that are ahead and how you will be able to overcome those particular challenges. Now, don't limit your horizon. Don't limit your horizon. And the reason I say don't limit your horizon is the fact that you must think outside the box. Around this time, I'm not a motivational speaker just telling you that no. These are things that we have done, and it has helped us to become who we are. And so I'm not just doing some motivational speaking. That's why it's not scripted. I'm sharing with you life experiences. Listen, it is important you know that you must read wide, get to know all the options, broaden your horizon so that you will not live a narrow life, narrow mindset, narrow things. Oh, the idea now, person here, maybe I want to be this, and no corner what dream was. No, as you develop in life, you realize that as the opportunities be able presented themselves, grab it, because you may not know. Eventually, that will be your destiny. As you grow up, you realize that you are finding some opportunities, little things somewhere. You realize that, hey, maybe I am on my way to become the biggest entrepreneur, and you are also in Ghana, and you are thinking I want to be just a medical doctor. No, broaden your horizon. Look at the options. When life presents you opportunities, grab it and look at what will happen. That is what I call broadening your horizon. Now, learn a trade. Guys, around this transitional point, learn a trade, learn a craft, learn something, add value to your life. And you know, let me when COVID came and we went on lockdown, a lot of government workers were now beginning to find people were in the house for all these months and they didn't know anything. They were just waiting for monthly salaries to drop in their accounts. They didn't have any option until people began to learn a trade. So a lot of people then began to learn trade or craft during the lockdown. You don't need to go through that experience. You are young, you are making a transition point. Around this time, you are free. Learn something. Go to a fashion designer and say, give me a 6 months tuition. Give me a 1 year tuition. Add something to me. Go to an entrepreneur and say, guide me, I want to learn something. Go to magazine and say, I want to learn something. Go to a craft, a craftsman and say, teach me something. Not because that is what you want to be in future, no, but you need a certain extra job, trade, capacity that when all else fails, you can rely on that. This is something that we should have known. No. If we knew this, and you would need to do that. You would need to do that. I learned to become a sports journalist when I went to the university. Then I now began to earn a salary being a sports journalist. Why? Because I had learned something additionally to what I was doing in life. And this is something that you must know. What next after school? I will continue. So guys, if you listen to the success story of people who found their passion and built on it, you would realize that indeed these words I share with you are true. Say so be ayeye and also be ad and who dephobia. Now so be sunny den and any secretary. And one is said, omo find day omo passion, and they work towards their passion. Listen. It's important you realize you consider other options available to you. For some of you, perhaps the desire is to be a military man, to go to join SEPS, customs, the immigration, the police, and all that. But you, because of how your friends are, where your friends are directing their ambition to, you also change it. But eventually you realize that this is what really I wanted to do. So dig deep, find the inner strength. What makes you happy, and pursue it. That is what will make you happy in life, and that is what will bring the success. When you find your passion, the success will follow. These are not motivational words. These are practical things that have really helped me in life. Now, after everything, all the things I have said, listen. Don't leave God out of the equation, because you can put all the things together and put all the parameters and the variables together. So far as you leave God out of the equation, you may not make it. The reason is that He is the final authority, and of all the things that men envisage and men dream about, He's the one that established them. Don't leave your God out of the equation. Now, if this video has been helpful to you, why don't you share with a friend and encourage a friend to subscribe to Raph TV. Raph TV on Raph, R-A-P-H, Raph TV, because there will be more of such videos that would help you, that would encourage you, that will make you a better person, especially as we make that transition from adolescence to maturity, or from adolescence to adulthood. And I would encourage you to share it and subscribe and be a blessing. Thank you very much. My name is Raphael Sarkodie.